Well, hello my lords and ladies, and welcome back to another part to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2, the Guile Chronicles. Okay guys, so this is the first part after the live stream I did about a week and a half ago. I'm sorry I haven't been posting many videos. There are a couple reasons why that's been happening. I am going to be posting an update video today to kind of enlighten you guys and explain that a little bit, since I haven't really talked about my current real life situation. But we'll get to that later. We're playing CK2 today, yeah? Alright, so in this part, folks, I'm going to be completing my next step towards gaining the throne of the Vale, and I'm going to be actually attacking the Lord of North Weld, Lord John II, with my massive army of 6,500 troops. So once we take over North Weld, I'm going to be starting to make kind of like a literal noose around the Eyrie, as one of my subscribers pointed out, because if you guys remember, during the live stream, I actually married off Guile, my firstborn son, to Lady Lythen of Iron Oaks, and by marrying him, or by betrothing him to her in a normal betrothal that's not matrilineal, all the children that she has with Kip will be of my dynasty and not hers, which means that the children they have will inherit the Waynwood throne, which means I inherit all of their lands. So, in the next generation of Guiles, I'm going to be gaining these 4 territories completely for free, just because of a basic inheritance right. And once I gain those, actually wait, I think Old Anchored is part of Eastweld. I'm sorry. I'll be gaining these 3 territories. And once I gain those, and then possibly gain the area of Eastweld over here, because I do have a weak claim on it, I will have more than enough land to be the biggest power base in the Eyrie. So, alright, so we do have all the men we need. I'm not really going to want to wait for these 170 men to get over here from Moonsgrave, because they're only going to slow me down. So we're actually going to launch an attack over on these guys right now. Holy crap, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Okay, let's just not deal with that right now. Okay. Alright, so these men should do a decent job here. Now, one thing I am concerned about is that I am running out of money, and the reason for this is because now that I have most of my troops coming from my own levies over in Crown Crag and Strongsong, I have to pay most of their wages, which means they're very expensive. Like right now I'm paying 8.57 gold per month for the wages of these troops, which is a lot of gold. So I don't really want to go into the negative funds, because what this actually does is that it makes it so your armies will lose 0.25 morale. That may not seem like a lot to someone who hasn't played CK2 before, but 0.25 morale is a lot of morale lost, and that will happen anytime your money dips into the negatives. So we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to take a basic loan from the Iron Bank just for now. I'm only going to have to pay it back a little bit. I mean, it's only going to cost 125 gold, so I can pay that back in more than enough time. Okay, so I'm actually not going to get here on time, so let's move my troops over to Coldwater Burn, and let's see if we can chase these guys down. So I'll get there October 16th. These troops are going to try to run to the Scorched Vale. Let's see, can I chase them down? I really don't want to play a game of cat and mouse with these guys. That would just be annoying. Let's see. Oh, we have an opportunity to where I can possibly gain Brave. I imagined a situation which became more and more intimidating, with an outcome that could mean life or death. I swallowed hard and decided that I would run away. No, we want to stay put and fight. I'm not the type of person who will run away and be craven. Yay, I've gained the Brave trait. That's wonderful. Okay. Oh, also, you guys might have noticed I actually didn't go into the save file and remodify the game because of that weird... Remember, if you guys remember in one of the live stream videos, I had a really weird glitch where Dazen actually got the Brilliant Commander trait, but then for some reason it went down to Dutiful Commander, and it makes no sense. I have not yet gone into the game and edited it. I will be doing that fairly soon. I just was having a little bit of trouble figuring it out, but I will figure it out soon. So I'll fix that probably by the next video or two, hopefully. Okay, so the battle has commenced here. Now, unfortunately, I am attacking across a river, and the enemy actually is attacking on mountains, but because of my overwhelming superior numbers, I should be able to crush them, which looks like that's what's happening. Fantastic. Tim of Snakewood was now captured in battle and is now my prisoner. Does that mean I captured his daughter too? Oh no, she was just being tutored by him. Okay, so now that I have very few like actually good leaders I can put on the throne. I need to start grooming a couple more people for command and things like that. Okay, so we're gonna move my army down to Snakewood. Oh, actually, we have 100% war score. Haha, never mind, I win. So I've now usurped the lordship of Snakewood from John Linderley, which means John Linderley is no longer the High Lord of Northweld. Now I can create the High Lordship of Northweld if I so desire, but I'm not going to. And the reason for this is that if I do this and I give away the title, or if I lose the title in any way, what'll happen is that these two territories will split from me. So I'm not going to do that just yet. Now, I might in the near future, but I'm not just yet. We're actually, maybe I should. Because if I hold on to the titles, it won't be that... Because you can always hold a maximum of 2 duchy titles, and as long as I can hold the title, it might not be to my disadvantage. You know, now that I think about it, I might actually make the title. I only need 45 gold and 200 prestige. It might not be too bad. Because then if I actually create this title, what it does is it actually gives me a claim on the Coldwater Burn, which means I can gain an extra territory and then hold on to 6 territories. Well, we'll see. Let's read this event first. Your Sept and Septim Mandan has offered to go through your newly acquired Demence titles and distribute them. No, stop bothering me with these nonsense. I will distribute my titles myself. I am not an imbecile. Thank you. Alright, so let's disband my troops. So now, because of my newly gained territory in Snakewood, I can actually raise a maximum of 9,500 men. That's quite a lot. Snakewood is actually a very profitable area from what I can remember. It's definitely better than the Crown. I can only raise 111 men from it, but that's only because I just took over the territory. But if we actually hold on to Snakewood, you'll find that we actually can raise quite a lot of troops from it. In comparison to Crown Crag, which Crown Crag can raise about 2,075, Snakewood can raise about 2,435, which is pretty good. It also has a bishopric and a city, which this territory does not have a bishopric, which means by having a bishopric here, this is more tax that I can exploit from this territory. So it might actually be in my favor to actually create the Duchy of Northweld, and then after that, hold on to this territory and then hold on to Snakewood. I wouldn't necessarily always advise holding on to 2 territories that are separated from each other like this. However, because these territories give me so much nice stuff, it might be worth it. I also haven't upgraded anything in Crown Crag yet, and I think in Snakewood... Yeah, Snakewood's actually already upgraded some of its stuff. It actually has patrol posts, which will give it more, a bigger garrison size. And it has small estates, too. Oh, it actually has... It has small estates, which is good. That gives it more light infantry. Huh. That's kind of good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to hold on to this territory. Okay, so yes, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to create the High Lordship of Northweld, making me the new High Lord of Northweld. And this makes it so I actually have 2 titles. But now, because I've created this High Lordship, I can actually press a ducal claim on Coldwater Burn, which means that if I want to, I can go to war with Lord Othar of Runestone. Now, Lord Othar of Runestone has 3 allies. He's allied with the King of the Iron Throne. That's not too much of a concern to me, because he can't actually call him into a war, because I'm one of the Iron Throne subjects. And he has an ally with a Countess, it looks like, and then with a... Okay, with a Knight. So he's not going to really be that much of a concern for me. Okay, now... How much territory does he have? Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 territories. Okay, so I would have to move in very quickly and take those lands out if I really wanted to take them out. Let's go take a look here and see how much men he has. Othar. So at his... Okay, so at his largest strength, when he's at his strongest, he has 5,784 men. I have almost that amount already. No, I have more than that amount. I have 6,000. And I haven't even gone to... And I just went to war, so I'm going to have even more. Okay, so we can definitely fight a war against him. That's not going to be much of a concern. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do is we are going to... Oh yeah, that's right. I need to get rid of Albert Guile. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about my imbecile son here. I totally forgot about him. Alright, we're going to have to get rid of him somehow in the near future. I'm probably going to make him a bishop and then just get rid of him that way. Okay, so we're going to have to give Crown Crag to someone. And I think I'm going to give it to... Usually I find that the best thing to do is just to really give new territories you need to give away to, like, just a random courtier that's not going to cause you any problems, you know? So let's employ a new courtier. We don't want to do a woman. Let's do a man good with coin, because they're not going to cause me that many problems. Let's see. Andred, is this the guy I hired? Okay. So he's lustful, stubborn, incompetent steward, he's just. Okay. He doesn't really have any traits that are going to cause me any problems. Just will actually make him even better, because that'll make him less likely to act against me, because he's a just person. So we're going to make this guy Andred the Lord of Crown Crag. Okay. And now by doing this, I've established a person who has no history in the realm of Westeros, which means he has no prior allies or anything like that, and everything he has he owes to me, which means he should be, hypothetically, very indebted to me. So that's what we're going to do with him. And then we need a new Castellan. We will make Andred my Castellan here. And then I'm actually going to have him oversee the province of Strongsong. Now, we also don't need to really fabricate any claims anymore. So the next thing I definitely want to do, let's actually reassign some of my courtiers really quickly. So let's go to my allies. So both of my allies do like me quite a lot. They both have an 82 opinion of me. The only thing that's bothering them is that I'm ugly. Actually, no. The only thing that's bothering Willis is that I'm ugly. Ricker doesn't seem to care. Oh, you know what? Willis has the -2 attraction penalty because he's homosexual. I totally forgot about that. Now, hilariously enough, Willis actually hasn't had any children yet. So I wonder if he doesn't have any children and then Lord Garland becomes the new ruler of the Reach, who's also gay. He does have one son, but he's also sickly. So if Garland ends up not having many children or not having enough, there might be an opportunity here, but we're going to let that sit for now, because that's only going to happen if, you know, time and luck allows. Okay, so what was I doing? I just totally got off track. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was reassigning my counselor, that's right. Let's see, so Lady Eldacia has a 32 opinion of me right now. We definitely want to try to make her like me a little bit more, so we're going to improve her diplomatic relations. We also have some better treasurers now, so I'm going to actually make Meredith, the designated regent, my new treasurer, and have her go ahead and collect taxes over here in Strongsong, just because she has a better skill than my current advisor. Also, my current advisor, Cater Belmore, is a little bit worse than Ellery, the master of Blackford, who we just actually deposed from his rank as treasurer. So we're actually going to make him my spy master now, and then we'll have him scheme in Strongsong to watch for plots. Okay, alright, so now that we've done that, let's deal with that. Okay, so my prisoner Tim of Snakewood has requested an audience with you. Upon meeting him before the court, you hear he is offering to pay the ransom for his release. Yeah, I will ransom you. 10 gold is always nice. Okay, now why am I still losing gold per month? I shouldn't be anymore. Why am I still losing gold per month? Is this glitched? I don't have any men raised, so what is detracting from my monthly gold gain? My dear lord, I have learned that there are certain factions within this realm working to undermine my rule. If you are involved or planning to become so, I trust that your complicity in these matters ends now. Yeah, better not to risk it. Oh wow, we actually have quite a large rebellion kind of slowly building up here. The Lord of the Sisters up here in the north actually is on my side, which means we have 9,400 men potentially that we can raise against the Lady Eldacia. It's quite a lot. But I've sweared that I won't do anything against her for the time being, so it looks like the game is actually a little bit glitched. Oh no, it actually finally reset itself. I was wondering why it was kind of glitched out like that. Wait, Stannis' queen was imprisoned by Lady Eldacia. I wonder why that happened. Alright, let's see. Eldacia the Bold wants to appoint me as her chief general. That is for what? I don't even know what office that is. Her chief general? Is that her master at arms? Mastered Arms, okay. Cool. Alright, so I'm actually now the Master of Arms. And Lady Eldacy has created the High Lordship of the Fingers. Isn't that where Littlefinger holds his territory? Oh, but you know, he led a revolt recently. So I bet he's actually not even a holder of any titles anymore. I wonder what happened to Littlefinger. He probably was holding onto this territory. Let's see. So Middler Point. Let's look at the history of this thing and see if this is actually where Littlefinger was. Yep, it was. Okay. So Littlefinger has actually been deposed. He's got some really nice stats. Oh my god. That'd be really nice if I could actually invite him to my court. Because he has some awesome stats. And he is currently in Crow's Baron. Where is that? Oh, is he actually... Oh. He's actually still... It looks like he's the Castellan of some type of territory. My liege, I've collected a Tithe and Strong Song. 33 gold. Wonderful. But I'm surprised that she actually let Littlefinger live after he led a big revolt against her. I mean, granted, he didn't really do that well, but still, he revolted, you know? Looks like Eldacy's a little more tender-hearted than I thought. Good. We can use this to my advantage. Anyway. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. So it looks like Willa actually does have a territory in the Vale. Once I become the ruler of the Vale, I'll have to remedy that, of course. But right now, actually, part of the Vale is technically part of the Iron Throne directly. Is the Iron Throne at war right now? Oh god. Defending against Lord Paramount Donald of the Stormlands in a war against the tyranny of King Storm Stannis the Just. Oh! This is actually a really big war. This could change everything. So the North and the Iron Throne and a couple of minor vassals are up against Lord Donald of the Stormlands and then a bunch of High Lords, also the Reach and the Riverlands. Oh god. So it looks like the Barristons might actually get kicked off of the throne unless Donald is Baratheon. Okay, Donald is Baratheon, so he will, if he wins, he'll take over the throne. But still, wow. There's a massive war going on in my nose. I didn't even notice. I'm not very observant sometimes when I'm focused in my own little world. But then again, that kind of makes sense because the stuff that's going on in the Seven Kingdoms really isn't my concern because this has really no bearing on me because I'm just a High Lord. So it's not really my prerogative to keep an eye on this. Still though, pretty cool. So there's a massive revolt going on for the Iron Throne right now. We'll have to keep our eyes on that and see what goes on. So right now I am currently building up my troops. I have 3,000 men. And Lord Other of Runestone, how much men do you have now? Still 5,700 men. So is that the maximum amount of men that he can raise? Looks like that is. So I actually probably could take him over right now if I really wanted to. Now that's assuming Eldacy doesn't hate me and then try to, you know, tell me to stop and cease my hostilities. That's kind of cool. So because I actually hold 2 High Duchies now, because I'm a Great Duke. Ah, okay. So because I'm a Great Duke and I hold on to 2 duchies, I actually have the ability to hold on to 3 territories now. So I didn't even need to give away Crown Crag in the first place. I'm an idiot. Anyway. Well, that's a shame. But still. We can take over Coldwater Burn and hold on to that territory. Okay, so I'm actually going to declare war for Coldwater Burn. Let's go up to Lord Other, and we are going to fight him for my de jure claim on Coldwater Burn, which, as we know, is rightfully mine. Alright, so all of my men are going to be rallying up here. So Coldwater Burn only has 481 men, which is fantastic. Now, all of Other's troops are going to be down in the south, so it's going to take him a tremendously long amount of time. Oh, and Donald has won. Does that mean Donald is now the ruler of the Stormlands? Aha! Oh no, he's not the ruler. King Florian? Who is this Florian guy? Is he Stannis' son? Oh, okay. So it looks like Stannis abdicated to his son, King Florian, who is weak, skilled steward, craven, kind, arbitrary, content, gluttonous, zealous, and wroth. He's craven, so that's going to be good. So that means he'll be less likely, he'll be a little bit more afraid and less likely to do a couple, you know, traitorous things or be as bold as a brave person would be, but Florian seems like he'd be a so-so king, but that's not really a concern of mine. The only way that Florian would actually cause me to get involved in the politics for the actual Iron Throne is if he would start trying to pass laws that would limit my own power. But that's not really happening right now, so we don't have to deal with that. Okay, so we are going to turn our eye to the war for the Lord of Runestone. The High Septon has already founded a faction to depose King Florian. How amusing. Young artist is working on a divine icon of the Father, the aspect of the Seven representing judgment, and needs sponsorship to finish it so we can place it in our sept. If I pay 16.5 gold, I gain 1 diplomacy. It's not bad. I'll gain the diplomacy. I always like being a little bit more friendly. Oh, and I lost my spy master. Now, I'm not going to appoint Marjorie as my spy master because that's a very bad idea. Never do that. Catter is currently leading troops in Newkeep. I have really bad martial leaders. I need to start getting some more ones. I'll have to hire some more courtiers so I can get some more marshals in the future. Lord Paul of Moonsgrey is really good. And then so is... No, his son sucks. Paul, what did you do with your son? He's horrible. He's not even a good martial leader. Okay, well, your second son's okay. Okay. Well then. So we're gonna have... Yeah, Catter, Belmore be my new spy master for the time being. Okay, yeah, I know I can press the claims. I'm already doing that. Okay. Alright, so we have enough men to actually lead an assault here, so let's put my character on the flank, unless I'm somewhere else. Looks like these guys are actually running away, so we can just start chasing them down. This army doesn't have any leaders, though, so that's not good. So we'll just appoint some leaders to this army. Just so it's better to have any leader than none. I've decided to institute the medium faith authority law in the Kingdom of the Iron Throne. Your status as my de jure vassal entitles you to vote on the matter. What is that going to do? I believe that's going to increase the power of the faith, but not really disrupt with anything. What does this do? High Septon has some power within the realm, but due to lack of an armed forces, is largely a figurehead. You want to make the High Septon more powerful? Are you an imbecile? Especially when he's plotting against you? Are you serious? I'm going to ignore that. That's... Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. To the noble Lord Dazen, you should be happy to know that I, King Florian, will be holding a coronation ceremony in the Great Sept of the Faith in my honor, excuse me. With the blessing of His Holiness, the High Septon, you receive the honor to be invited to attend the ceremony, which will be held soon at King's Landing. Your most holy Lord and lead, King Florian. I will write to him that I will attend. I don't want to piss off the king. Oh, the Lord of Runestone has actually called in someone to his war. Who is he called? That's Eastwell. We want to look at Runestone. Actually, wait, no. Let's just look right here. The Lady Willa of 9 stars. Down in the south. Isn't she Stannis's wife? Oh, so because Stannis was kicked off the throne, Stannis doesn't have any territories left. That's really funny. Okay, so an extra 700 men have been thrown to the breach. That's not really that big of a concern for me. They are probably going to have pretty close to my numbers at this point, but as long as I can take over the lands that I need in due time, I shouldn't really have to deal with anything. So yeah, all of my men are going to rally over here at Coldwater Burn, and then once they take that over, I'll just press northward, take out this tiny army, and then get some defenses ready to fight against the troops that are going to inevitably come up north. I currently have many men, and I do not have to worry about losing to these guys. The King of the Iron Throne, in the name of the Father, I, King Florian of the House Baratheon, promise, pledge, and guarantee in the sight of the Seven that I will be the protector and defender of the realm and always useful to it, however many, and so far that I am supported by divine assistance according to my knowledge and ability. Today, King Florian was crowned by His Holiness, the High Septon, and formally received the title of King of the Andals, the Rhaenyar, the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. Long may King Florian live. Okay, I'm going to continue to read that just because I like kind of doing some light roleplay aspects in Crusader Kings 2, especially in the Game of Thrones mod, because it has some really high potential for like light roleplay and like, you know, pretending you're reading the different texts and things like that. But if it comes to the point where like a king of the Iron Throne is being deposed and then reinstated like every year or something like that, I'm probably not going to read it just because that'll get really repetitive. And that's quite a lot of text to read, but still, that's not too... We'll do it for right now. Oh, that's so sad. Because, what is it? Lord Other actually has common cause with me. He wants to depose with Lady Eldacy as well. Well then, I could probably join his faction then. in the near future and probably depose Lady Eldacy. The only thing is we have to remember is that we have to get rid of, what is it? We have to ensure that we're going to win, because I'm not going to depose Lady Eldacy if I'm going to lose, naturally. What is this army doing? Oh my god. This army is so scared. This little 481 army is so scared that it's walking all the way around the Riverlands to go join its armies in the south. That's hilarious. Alright, so we're going to lay siege to the bishopric here. Alright, and we have won. So now, the only thing we can really do... The nobles of the Iron Throne are too autonomous to be replaced as leaders? What? Oh, is that because the war... Oh, that's because of the War of the Iron Throne that happened recently. So right now, because there was a war... Alright, I'll vote in favor. Because there was a war over the Iron Throne, the Realm Authority actually lowered to the point where all the vassals are a law unto themselves, ruling their fiefs like petty kingdoms. So basically, I have no control over my vassals, and that's because the Iron Throne is so chaotic right now. This is actually kind of horrible. Can I depose my... Can I revoke titles? Okay, good, I can. But still, I can't, because of the crown laws of the Iron Throne right now, I can't even appoint my own leaders of my armies. That's horrible. So I hope the Iron Throne gets its stuff fixed soon. I'm really in no position to really do anything about it right now, but, you know. Oh, and the High Septon has passed away. It's okay, another old fart will be put onto the throne in the future. So I have 8,000 men. What is the supply here? 2,500 or 25,000? Okay, so I can move my men down here without any problems. I am going to try to catch this army down here that's trying to escape towards Iron Oaks. I don't think I'll get there in time, but if I can get down and eliminate them, and then hopefully cut off this small army that's going to try to link up with these troops in Runestone, that'll pretty much assure my victory at this point. So these guys are going to get over to Hardvale June 13th. Okay, so if I move over there, I can cut them off. Let's see. Okay, good. Alright, so I've managed to stop them from moving. Let's see if I can chase them down. Lord Titus II of Blackwood has released Lord Hendry of Southstone Dungeon. Isn't that... Where is Blackwood? Why do I have him marked as a... Why am I getting notifications about him? Oh, that's weird. Alright, July 1st. Okay, so I'm not actually going to be able to chase this army down completely, but I should be able to get there. July 16th, August 4th. Come on. July 23rd. Alright, I can get to this army in time. Yeah, they're not going to escape. Oh no! Dazen got his he got his nickname. He's Lord Dazen the Ugly. No! I don't want to be ugly, please! So Lord Dazen's official nickname, or like his kind of... I don't want to call it a prestigious title. They can be prestigious at times, but Dazen's nickname is actually the Ugly, which is unfortunate, especially considering how much he's done. Now, Andros, his father, did do a lot for the Guile family. I think he actually managed to kill a lot of rivals and also put the Guile family in a good place for Dazen to start with. But Dazen has already, you know, he's doing a lot of territorial expansion. I mean, I'm claiming Snakewood, I'm claiming Coldwater Burn. I've done a lot with him already, and he's not even 30 yet. He's only 28. So I think it's kind of unfair that he's being called ugly. Oh, did the Iron Throne laws get changed? Oh no, actually, because the Iron Throne is in a state of chaos. Oh shit. Why am I cursing so much? I'm sorry, guys. So he's gonna lose, unfortunately. Which I don't. Why would you not like that? So basically, Quentin of Dorne is trying to fight the Iron Throne to institute an elective monarchy in the Iron Throne, which means that anyone can be elected as the King of the Iron Throne. Now, for some reason, the Lord of the Riverlands, the Westerlands, the Reach, and the King of the Iron Throne, well, King of the Iron Throne makes sense because it's a war against him, but the other four, they're all don't want an elective monarchy on the Iron Throne, which would work in their favor, because that means all they need to do is just curry some votes, and then they can be elected as the ruler of the Iron Throne, change the law to primogeniture succession, and then boom, they've got their own dynasty in place. But then, I mean, still, But anyway, so we've got a we've got a war going on for that. I'm just kind of baffled that the AI would actually decide to not be in favor of an elective monarchy, because that's only in their favor. Because it means that you don't actually have to have blood relation to the current dynasty of the Iron Throne to actually rule it, which is really nice and really advantageous, I think. The only reason I could think of the AI not wanting to do that is that it is at times easier to get yourself on the as the new ruler of a kingdom if it has a primogeniture bloodline succession, just because of the oh, they took Coldwater Burn back. Oh, surprising. But yeah, it's sometimes easier to take over land in a primogeniture succession, just because it's a simple matter of just like, marry this son to this woman, kill the next heir or two in line, and then boom, you've got the succession. But elective can be really nice at the same time too. Did they kill my septon, or did he get sent back? No. So who needs a guardian? Albert? Oh right, I had a priest tutoring him. I'll have my maester tutor him for the time being. And let's put Ellery as my maester for the, as my septon for the time being. Okay. Oh, fate smiles upon me. My wife Marjorie is pregnant. We're gonna have a 4th child. Uh-oh. Raven has arrived from the Citadel. We should prepare as winter is coming. Which means we're going to suffer a number of negative modifiers. Alright, so it looks like the enemy is going to be waiting for me. Now, I really wish... No, what am I doing? Oh, so I actually can't lead my troops because I'm currently leading troops for Lady Eldacy. Alright, so we're going to move in then and launch an attack. I really wish I could see who was leading this army, but I can't. I kind of want to lead this army because I'm a little afraid we're going to lose this battle, because we're going to be attacking across a river and on mountainous terrain. So, alright. I am actually going to go up to Lady Eldacy and resign from the council. This is going to make her a little upset with me if I remember. No, she actually won't be upset with me, so that's good. And then I'm going to put myself on the flank, just because I need some better leaders here. I'm a little worried that I'm going to lose this battle without better commanders in the lead, Okay, so the battle could kind of go either way right now. Okay, the enemy morale is dropping. As long as I don't make any major recovery, we should win. Okay, good, we won. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm a little worried. I don't think I would have won that if I didn't have my character, Dazen, as a leader in one of the flanks, because it was a leader. Both the flank leaders had only a martial skill of 5, which means they have the ability to make a critical fumble. That's how CK2 works. It basically, or not CK2, but that's how the Game of Thrones martial system works. Is that you actually have a, you have certain levels of martial success, and if your martial skill is 8 or lower, from what I remember, you actually can have a chance of getting basically like a critical failure, which means you'll just cause your entire flank to just suffer massive negative penalties, and you'll lose a lot of men. So we want to make sure we don't have leaders who are in my armies who have a skill of 8 or lower, or at least we don't want to have more than 1. Okay, so we've won this battle though, which means that I have now won over Coldwater Burn, which means Lord Luther of Coldwater Burn is now my ally, or not my ally, but now my vassal. Now he unfortunately doesn't like me too much, but there's not really much I can do about that besides give him a few honorary titles. I'm not going to make him a cupbearer because that'll put him in a position to actually act out against me. But now that we have Coldwater Burn, I now have 6 territories. If we actually go to the... This will be the de jure High Lordship, so this won't actually show how much territory I own. Actually, if I go to Dynasty... No, that won't even show it either. Well, actually, no. Here we go. If we go to Direct Vassals, this will show it. So right now, guys, just so you have an idea, this is all of my territory. So, as of right now, I probably have more power than the Vale does. If I just had maybe one person join a war that would help me against Lady Eldacy, I could probably win right now. And then once I gain the Iron Oaks, I'm going to have this territory as well. So just so you guys get a good picture, I have quite a lot of territory right now, so things are going very well for me. So, alright, but I hope you guys enjoyed this part to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2, the Game of Thrones mod, and I will be back next time with some more good footage for you guys in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. See you all again later.